Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to The Walking David. This is going to be my second live stream that I've ever done. Uh, we do have a live chat going. I believe this time I have figured out the little bit of the bugs with that, so feel free to participate and ask me questions. Um, but to start off, I just wanted to say that we're going to be talking about kitchen nightmares, Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares, and Pokemon Go, and probably a few other things. I'll just let the conversation go where it goes. But if you all want to ask me questions, just throw them in the comments, throw them in the live chat. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please leave comments. Subscribe to my channel, The Walking David, right there. And I really appreciate it. And let's just get into it. So, I started watching Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares about, I'd say, a year and a half ago. And I know it's been on for a long time. And I know that even some of the show made it into the actual news. There was an episode called Amy's Baking Company, which got a lot of attention. It still gets quite a bit of attention, and for good reason, because it's an insane episode. Even though a lot of these shows are very typically, hey, what's going on, analysis of Thrones, welcome, buddy. Uh, if Good, I'm glad to know that the chat works. But a lot of these shows are very staged, and you can see through that really easily. But that is why this is such a guilty pleasure of mine, because it is totally trash TV with a British guy hosting it. Because if you took Gordon Ramsay out and replaced him with anybody else, any other chef, American chef or whatever, or even like someone like Guy Fieri or whatever his name is, if you replaced him in there, this would just be the Duck Dynasty of kitchen shows. It's just a nightmare. Hence the name, Kitchen Nightmares. So, why do I love it so much? Honestly, it's because I'm kind of a dick, and I feel that the reason this is such an appealing show to me and several other people who I know is because if you're an asshole and you like being an asshole and you like to yell at people and you kind of get off a little bit on coming up with really clever, quippy insults, then this is the show for you, because Gordon Ramsay is one of the best of them. Yes, this show does get repetitive, and yes, he says similar things to everybody, but for some reason, it never fucking gets old. Let's see, what is... Hold on, I lost my screen there. Yeah, John, is it Taffer from Bar Nightmare or whoever the show is, like Gordon Ramsay? Yeah, see, now, that show in particular, I tried getting my dad to watch Kitchen Nightmares one time with me, and he's like, oh, he curses way too much. And then I saw him watching that fucking bar rescue show. And I feel like it appeals to a lot of people, just people in general going up to people going, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? I do, because I run bars. I run this town. Kiss my ass. And I think that's probably why my dad even likes the show, is because he's got a little bit of me and him, or I have a little bit of him and me. Either way, we both have that need to correct people and that need to shit on people. My dog is here with me. Let's get him in the show. Drama, go up on the bed, bud. Come here. Go up on there so people can see you. I know that a couple people didn't realize that he was my dog. Some people thought he was like a black pillow for some reason, until he came to life in the middle of the live stream I was doing with Phil the Issues guy. By the way, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Phil the Issues guy, Joe Dirty Locks, Katie Crow, Taka, Timo, Sam Cartman, Caitlin or Lady Squee, Miss Westy, Analysis of Thrones or Sir Erlich von Liechtenstein, Timo, I already said Timo, KLC, Amy, Kit or Roxana. Um, all of these people and many more. I know that I leave them out, but those are like some of the key ones. The people who keep coming back. Who? Oh, Keo. He's another one. He's a really nice guy. Um, they're all so nice, and I really do appreciate it. It makes it a blast to do this stuff. That's why I started doing these live streams, because a lot of you guys like me from watching Phil's show, and I loved being on Phil's show, and it's fun, and you can't help but feed off of Phil's energy. Timo deserves the second shout out. Yeah, Timo, she's great. Always showing the love. She unfortunately can't catch the live stream, everybody, so leave a sweet comment for Timo in the live chat. She'll read it later. She always does. But I did want to talk about some of my favorite episodes. Let me just look it up here on my phone. There's so many of these episodes that are good for various reasons, but like I said, it's the way that Gordon goes about helping these people that is just hilarious to me. Because also he does another show or did another show. I don't know if it's still on. I think it is, with Hell's Kitchen and like Top American Chef or whatever it was. Uh, let's see, Kitchen Nightmares. And yeah, let's see. How long has it been going? Okay, so it's been over for a while now. Well, wait. Yeah, I guess it is. It says that it aired in 2004 and that it ended in 2007, but I think that's wrong. Maybe it's just because I only saw it recently, so it seems newer to me. Maybe it is newer to me, but the shows are fucking hilarious. Let me go to YouTube and pull up a couple of things here. If you guys also happen to watch this show, please in the comments tell me what your favorite episode is of it and why, because I think you could make a case for almost any of them. There's so many good ones to choose from. Let's see, Kitchen Nightmares, because I've watched so many of these so many times that it's pretty funny. Let's see here. There's only one where Gordon seems to like the food, which was at like this little shack of a place. And it was kind of like, okay, I guess that makes sense why you like it. I don't know. I think the old show was Hell's Kitchen. That was, yeah, exactly. Well, they had Hell's Kitchen started in, I think, in Britain, and then they've just brought it over here to America. And as a couple of people were saying, in like Kitchen Nightmares or Hell's Kitchen, when Gordon Ramsay comes in. Hey, what's going on? I'm just doing a live stream, man. So it's my brother. But yeah, let's see here. There's so many good clips. I might even play a few, honestly, just because I like him so much. Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon hates. If you type in Gordon hates, you'll get a bunch of great clips of this. But yeah, but it started over in England, and like a couple of people were saying is that with Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares in England, he's there to fix your restaurant. He's there to fix your food. But the American version, Gordon Ramsay is there to fix your life. He's like, your marriage is a sham. You're in denial. Quit being in denial. You're in denial, Sarah. Like he just keeps talking down to people. I can't do a Gordon Ramsay, unfortunately. Even though I said impressionist extraordinaire, it's the impressions that I like to do. And Gordon, as much as I would love to, I just don't think I have it down. Let's see. What's great is that when Gordon walks into a restaurant, he totally picks on things that have nothing to do with the food, and I think that's just because they're trying to fill airtime. So he goes over, he's like, "Oh, what's that? What is that? Is that dust? Why is there dust on the plates? Oh, there's this dust on this basil. It's dreadful. Oh, I'm getting sick thinking about it." I'm going to be going between like a Scottish and British. I think he actually is half and half. So he's got an interesting voice. Also, it kind of sucks because if you're like a waitress for Gordon Ramsay in these shows, you get a lot of screen time. I'm sure that those people are all paid very well for being on a show. You know, that's the part. Well, let me finish that thought first. These waitresses just get shit on and they get the worst job because Gordon just goes, "Tell the cook I think he's a cunt, and then come back to me and tell me what he says." And you're like, what the fuck? Can you imagine that? Like, just go tell the cook that his food is shit. Get back to me. And then just sits there and talks to the camera going, "Fucking hell. These stupid idiots making me this basil." Like, this tartar's terrible. Like, I remember seeing on like Hell's Kitchen one time, he picked up like a piece of beef and it was like really long, or it wasn't even a piece of beef, it was like a piece of fish, really long red piece of fish, and he goes, "It's burnt. It looks like fucking Gandhi's flip-flop." Like slapped it down on the fucking table and then like slapped it with his hand and it just exploded all over the person who fucked it up, and it was hilarious. Oh, dude, watch it now. Like, just watch a random clip of it, just out of context. You don't need any context for the show because you'll understand what's going on. Obviously, if he's giving them tips, he's trying to help the restaurant. If he's insulting them, he probably just got there. But it's fucking hilarious. I absolutely adore it. Let's see this. Gordon Ramsay eats at the Seascape. Let's take a quick listen to that.
Thank you. You're so welcome. I was excited. Little butterflies in the stomach. I'm going to be insulted by the best chef in the world.
Okay, now just to pause it right there, to avoid a copyright claim or anything. All of these people, this is why you know it's staged, is because half of them have seen the show and they go, "Man, Gordon's gonna fucking love my food. I have no doubt. No doubt. I mean, this guy's here to fix my restaurant. Fix what? It's perfect. I mean, nobody's eaten here in 30 years, but it's perfect. Yeah, we're $1 million in debt, but trust me, it's I want it that way." Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? You know, do they just tell one person in the show to always be in extreme denial? This one dude who I'm playing at this restaurant called the Seascape, it was one of the first seasons that I ever stumbled across, and I think it's one of the first seasons of the show in America. And he comes in, and Gordon's like, the first thing he says when he walks in, he's like, "It smells like shit in here." And this guy's like, "I was nervous. I didn't think it was going well at all. He seemed really upset with me." And he's like, "Why does it smell like fish in here?" And it's like, what the he's at a seafood restaurant. He's like, "It smells like fucking rotten fish. Fucking fish, mate. How can a fish be rotten?" Oh, it's great. But this guy was actually pretty aware. Like, he just goes, "Wow, I'm going to be insulted by the best chef in America." And it's like, yeah, you fucking are. Just wait. You're smiling now until, you know, they keep the camera rolling and they don't cut when he insults you.
It's a really bad smell in here. Sewage. God. I can't believe people come in here. Okay, well, I'll start off with the crab cakes, please. Okay. I like the idea of the pesto lobster ravioli. I'll go for the Atlantic salmon blackened, please. Call me.
By the way, Gordon Ramsay in this show, you guys, he orders like the whole menu, basically. Like everything that this restaurant is so-called known for. on their website or on their Yelp page or whatever the fuck it is. He just comes in and he goes, I want one of the steaks and a hamburger and a salmon and a salad and this and that. And people are going, wow, that's a lot of food there. And then it's like he takes one bite of it and goes, fucking bland. It's dreadful. And he calls the he's like, come here, you. And the waitress comes over. She's like, I'm sorry. Is something wrong with your stuff? And he goes, is something wrong? Would I have called you over here if you did everything right? Go tell that cook that he's a cunt and his whole family's a cunt. Tell me what he says. Like, and he just sits there and he just is like staring at this plate and he goes, take that away. Take that back to the chef. Like a steak, by the way, that looks really good. And see, that's how you know Gordon's a really good chef, because even the good steaks that you would dream of, he just shits all over. He's like, like who wants that? Nobody wants that. Oh man, you guys. Let's see here. I'm trying to get some people from my Facebook to come in and join, because a lot of people have seen me do these Facebook live chats and stuff like that, and they're very similar to this, except it doesn't have, the thumbnail or sorry, the lower third that pops up, but they're pretty fun to do. And from doing those and from doing Phil's show, I was really excited about doing one of these. So anyways, I just wanted to pick something that I thought people might enjoy, even if they don't all watch it live. You can watch it later, and especially like Analysis of Thrones, like if you go and you watch the show and then you come back, you'll so get it. You'll be like, holy shit, I had no idea. So we hear him at the seascape. Hold on.
Okay. I'm hungry. Yeah, well, at least she's honest. Place stinks. I thought this place a nightmare. I hope you haven't seen nothing yet.
It's like, why would you even call Gordon Ramsay if you don't have your shit together? Like, even if I get that you need him and you need his advice and all that stuff, but clean the fucking restaurant up before he shows up. You know that he's a bitch about this stuff. Like, he's gonna call you on everything. Like, if Gordon Ramsay worked for the Food and Drug, the FDA, and was like coming in and giving like restaurants grades and stuff like that, he was like, oh, look at this dust right above the chicken. There's dust on the chicken. On the chicken, there's dust. Oh, man. Too funny. All right, let's go to a different restaurant. Oh, yeah, he goes to this one. Let's see. He goes to a restaurant on Santa La Brea.
Everyone at Santa La Brea is getting ready for Chef Ramsay's arrival. I'm nervous and excited about meeting Chef Ramsay. It's like being awake in a dream.
Aurelio didn't show up. Fucking Aurelio didn't show up again.
But owner Dean has just received upsetting news.
He locked his phone and his home phone is no answer. Aurelio, baby, where are you, man? I need you.
Yeah, see, this is the shit that it's like, oh yeah, this is reality TV. If it's really reality TV, how can we capture every second of it? If it's not staged, how do we just so happen to catch the guy calling his brother, and his brother never shows up, and of course his brother doesn't show up for the biggest moment of this restaurant's life, They even try to make it seem like it's not staged, because they go, everybody is waiting for Gordon's arrival, but when Gordon shows up, he's not impressed. And you're like, ooh. I'm surprised. I thought Gordon was gonna love it. My dog likes to move a lot. He thinks I'm talking about him. So you get what I mean. And it is awesome, dude. It really is. Like I said, this is a total guilty pleasure. As an actor and a filmmaker, I shouldn't like these shows. I shouldn't like reality TV because it's hardly reality TV. It's as real as anything on True TV. And if we all have seen True TV, we all know that nothing on that's fucking real. You know, when people, even just a quick tangent, when my parents, you know, who are both doctors, you know, you'd think they would have a higher standard for their shows, but I guess it's kind of a dirty pleasure or guilty pleasure for them too, because they like Duck Dynasty for a while until all that political bullshit, you know, showed up with Phil Robertson or whatever, when he's like, gays are awful. Gays make the world stop moving. Yeah, like he's a fucking idiot. But my parents would watch that shit and they go, this is a great reality TV show. Have you seen Uncle Si and all that shit? And I go, it's not reality TV. And they go, yeah, it is. They say it is. I go, well, they wouldn't have to say it if it was. It would just be apparent that it's reality TV. Also, do you notice how in real life things aren't captured with 3 cameras and makeup and 3 key lighting and structures and all that shit? We all like these kind of shows. They are really, yeah, they are. Why is that too? It's like with Duck Dynasty, if you're watching it out of the train wreck that it is, sort of like when people like the Jersey Shore. I know one of my subscribers, Sam, who's from Long Island, she just loves that shit. Like she's obsessed with the Jersey Shore. And she corrects me on this shit all the time because I'll just like, Snooki's from the Jersey Shore. And she's like, actually, she's not. She doesn't represent all of us. Love you, Sam. Hold on. Lunch at La Brea. Here we go. Let's see. Maybe this is Gordon eating now. Fuck YouTube, man. I'm telling you, all of these stupid advertisements that they do. Like, have you seen these iPhone commercials where they just film something for 15 seconds on an iPhone and go, get yourself an iPhone? It's like the modern version of beef. What's for, you know, it's what's for dinner.
I'm all right, man. We got a couple glasses. Thank you. What can I get you? I'll go for the patty melt, the turkey, please. Nice. Patty melt. Okay. And then I'm fascinated, which I've never come across before, the mogadufu. What is that? It's like a stir fry, mixed vegetable stir fry with black bean sauce. It's a little bit spicy. Okay. And I'll finish it with the blackened salmon. Thank you. Brilliant. All right. Get it. Wow. Mono tofu. Mono tofu. Órale, güey. A grande order, man. Come on. Hey. Turkey melt. My God. If this restaurant prides itself on being healthy, that does not look healthy.
See, that's all he does is like he just goes, yeah, you said it's going to be healthy. It's not. My favorite thing is when he goes into the back of restaurants and he's looking through their fridge, like their freezer. He's just like a rat. Like he just kind of goes in there. He's like, what is that? And just like he puts his hands on fucking everything. And I'm like, you know, I guess it's because the shit's already dirty and Gordon knows it ahead of time or what. But he just shoves his hands in things. It's really kind of gross. And also, like, when you see what he puts his hands in, I'm like, God, do all chefs do this shit? When they're bitching at their workers, they're like, look at this. This looks like dog shit. And it's like dripping off their hand. He's like, what is it? like, how does that even work? Because he's going, smell that. It smells, it's mold. It's caked in mold. How does a pasta sauce have fucking mold in it? How long does a pasta bowl have to sit open in a fridge to get moldy? He's like, I've eaten here. You fed me from this mold trough. Oh, dude. So great. I don't know why. I just love it. He also stands up to people in a way that like you would never do in real life. Let's see. Chef Ramsay eats at J. Willie's.
Did you need a few more moments?
Do you know what? I'm going to order the loaded potato pizza. Yeah, let's go for the famous ribs. I'll go for this pulled pork cheese boat.
Not a problem.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Say a little prayer. Trust me, I already said a prayer today.
Okay, here's his order.
Is that Ramsay? Yes, sir.
Is someone really going to ask that? Like, does someone really not know if Gordon Ramsay's the one who's ordering all that shit? If anybody else at a restaurant ordered the left side of your menu, I'm pretty sure if Gordon Ramsay was sitting in there, you'd go, yeah, that's probably Gordon's thing. Also, the day that he's there, make the shit out of everybody's meal. Don't just make his good or try to. You know, go about it the way you usually would. You know, but these people, they try so hard. It's like they're so fixated on getting Gordon shit right that they go, a lot of the orders aren't leaving the kitchen, and the dining room is filled to the brim. And Gordon's like, God, there's a lot of people in here not getting their food. It's pretty hard to watch. I'm starving. It's like, yeah, I bet, dude, they're making fucking 20 meals just for you. It's like you're kind of holding up dinner service, but also it's sort of on them too because they weren't fucking ready. Like if you knew Gordon was coming in, bring all your chefs in. If you got a sous chef, you got a chef that works part time, bring them all fucking in. You know, and be on this shit. You know, be launching that shit out of the kitchen. You need a lot of shit coming out of the kitchen. That's a huge thing with Gordon. He's like, why are we stalling? Come on, Tiffany. You're in denial. It's also like, hold on really quick. Let's see if I can fast forward to him eating. This is good. I would have killed to be some of these extras who are like sitting at the table and shit, just waiting to hear Gordon.
I now have loaded baked potato pizza.
Lovely. Thank you, mate.
Also, that sounds awful. Loaded baked potato pizza. Even I don't think that sounds good. And you're wondering what fucking Gordon's gonna say?
Holy mackerel. That's the strangest pizza I've ever seen. I'm going to ask my beloved father to bless my food.
Yeah, okay, he does that as a joke to a lot of these people that if they're like religious or whatever, or if it's in like a religious part of town, and he'll just happen to look over and there'll be like a preacher or something there, and he'll just go, Father, will you bless my food so I don't die? Because I feel like I'm going to die here. It's like, you haven't even taken a bite of it. Like, I understand why these restaurant people are so pissed off, because even if you're aware that he's doing all this stuff and going to be doing all this stuff, it's like, God damn it. Will you at least try the food before you shit all over it? It looks bland. Well, things look weird sometimes. Eat the fucking food, Gordon.
Gentlemen, can I ask a quick favour?
Yes. What's that?
Would you mind just blessing my food?
Oh,
Yeah, would you?
Sure.
Yeah. If you'd be so kind.
Absolutely. Well, good and gracious God, we ask that you bless this food. Bless Chef Gordon as he is about to receive it, that it may nourish him. We ask this in Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. Fingers crossed.
Uncomfortable.
God. Oh my God. What is all that on there?
That is a ranch sauce.
So they put a ranch dressing on the pizza.
Yes.
It's almost like sort of wallpaper paste. So
Almost like a sort of wallpaper paste. You know, like, he's totally just ruining like eviscerating these people's food. You think that sounds... Amy! Welcome. I don't think it does. A loaded baked potato pizza? You really think that sounds good, Sir Ulrich? I don't know. Amy, what do you think? I want to know what Amy thinks, because I want to get the verdict on this. Does a loaded baked potato pizza sound good? With ranch sauce on it. I'm going to wait for a reply here. I'm really curious. Because I don't want to be alone in this. Maybe I need to assimilate. Tell me, Amy. I don't like ranch on pretty much anything. I haven't had carbs since January, so any pizza sounds good to me. Well, that's different. That's like my dad and my mom who are on the Atkins diet and they eat this like shitty low carb pasta and stuff like that with normal pasta sauce, very good pasta sauce, and waste it on this pasta that's just shit. I'm confused. It is a potato on a pizza. Hold on, I have to move my screen to see this stuff. Is it a potato on a pizza or pizza in a potato? No, potato like a baked potato chopped up into bits, put on top of a pizza with ranch as a sauce. So instead of a red sauce, you would just have ranch in there. Here. You might, but you might have weird tastes. Analysis of Thrones.
The pizza sucks. I can see that. Can I help you?
John, your pizza has bombs.
To be honest, I've tasted the pizza and it tasted good. I didn't see what he was talking about.
The red's gonna be right, huh?
I didn't see what he was talking about. Look, man, I've had pizza at my place before, and I have no taste buds because when I was in the war, I had to eat a hot spoon. So everything tastes good. Everything tastes good to me at this restaurant. I wouldn't change anything. I don't know what he's talking about. I turned into like Bill Murray from Caddyshack. Maybe these bums doing it justice. I can't multitask on my phone, but I'll look it up later. Yeah, it definitely do, Amy. It's so fucking worth it. Like, I'm telling you, you'll binge watch these things. Google this restaurant. You know what? I'll show you what he was looking at on my phone. He had a priest bless him before he did it. Let's see what he does. Here.
That is a ranch sauce.
So they put a ranch dressing on the pizza.
Yes.
It's almost like sort of wallpaper paste. So the pizza sucks. I can see that.
John, your pizza has bombs.
To be honest, I've tasted the pizza and it tasted good. I didn't see what he was talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, man. What's up, Keo? I love it too, Amy. I really do. Thanks, everybody who's hopping into the chat right now. You're making it a lot more fun. Always better with an audience. That's what I always say. Let's hop over to a different one. Hey, you guys, tell me a type of restaurant that you want to see Gordon eating at, and we'll talk about that. Because I have a couple that I want to talk about later, like Amy's Baking Company. But I'm curious if you guys have like a favorite type of restaurant, and we can see Gordon eviscerate it together. Find a specific episode maybe, and just kind of like talk about it. And like I was telling people in the live chat earlier, when this video is finally up and like loaded up, post a comment below of your favorite episode of the show, or hell, even a favorite clip. You can't put a link in my comments. It'll get reported as spam, not because of me. It's just a YouTube thing. It's a guideline, but I can always approve it if it's not. You know, if it's from anybody in the live chat who I know, then I'll let it through. Yeah, Amy, I'm going to talk about the Amy's Baking Company soon. Analysis of Thrones, you said Mexican. Let's see. Gordon Ramsay eats at a Mexican restaurant. One sec. Gordon Ramsay eats at a Mexican restaurant. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you, Analysis. You gave me one of the best clips. This is the dumbest person I think I've ever seen. Hey, what's up, Alec? It's my buddy in the chat. It's one of his. It's his email. That's my buddy, actually, on a channel that I've helped out with on a lot. If you want, you can go and check out my buddy Alec Brown on Browncast Ultra. I did a live stream with him, actually. The last live stream I did, he was the guy who was sitting with me. So if you liked him, then go check it out, Browncast Ultra. It's Browncast is one word, Ultra is a different word. No, Alice, you're gonna love this, okay? Let's watch this together, all right? Once this ad is done. Fuck! Stupid Corona ads. Man. Alec, if you have a favorite episode or clip of this, post it in the comments, man. We'll talk about it. Yeah, he was in the Independence Day stream. That was fun. And he personally eviscerated Free State of Jones. All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
Customers in the dining room continue to eat subpar food. Chef Ramsay's kitchen.
Oh, the glare is bad. There you go.
What is going on here? What's that? The burrito. What's that one? The chicken enchilada. Oh, how? Oh my god. What's that?
What is that?
Ground beef. Howard's fucking fat, you idiot.
I'm sorry. It's fucking fat, you idiots. Can you imagine that? Having anybody walk into your restaurant and just be like, you're fucking retarded, mate. How fucking stupid are you? We're talking about episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. Glare on a live stream. What a scrub. Fuck you, Alec. I'm sorry. I don't have all the bugs worked out. I can just play the audio, though. That's what I've been doing. But seriously, though, if you guys check this out, let me see what the name of this clip is. It says, Ramsay outraged by disgusting Mexican kitchen on Kitchen Nightmares. This dude, Gordon, keeps going like, when was this made? And he keeps like smelling. He's like, oh, it's rancid. I'm still smelling it, but it's so rancid. I can't stop smelling it. I don't know. Fuck me. And he's like smelling the stuff. Oh, I completely agree. It's like, if you get addicted to it, you can get addicted to Gordon's personality and completely become a food critic. What are you talking about? Analysis? You're probably looking at some place that's doing it right. That wasn't on fucking Kitchen Nightmares in Boston in like 2005. You can hear it now. We're back. Are we back? I want to hear from everybody in the chat right now. Are we back? Do we have people listening right now? Can people hear my voice? I have sound. Yes. Drama. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm so happy. We have sound. We have sound. You're a dog. Yes. Yes. I love you, Drama. Yeah, you, buddy. So, Kitchen Nightmares. The audio worked. You're all just in denial. Get that thing that's bothering you, Drama. Get it good. Oh, here we go. Clean that stuff up. Here we are. Drama is the best. He is absolutely the cutest, the best co-host adult could ask for. We got a couple of people who are really hoping to see it, but if you guys are friends with some of the other people who are typical Walking Dead subscribers and watchers of my stuff, then just, oh, he's claimed my pillows. He is well behaved, very well behaved. He's had a good trainer. But go ahead and send the link to this live episode on your Facebooks. Please share it with people. Let people know in advance that there's a period of time in the final version that there's not sound for like a good 5 minutes. I'll be sure to do that later. I'll find the time code and I'll tell people to skip over it and I'll put it in the description. Thank you all for fixing that for me or helping me figure that out. Without you guys, I couldn't have done it. I'll do anything to get what I want. Okay, so let's talk about what are the reasons that you guys like watching shows like this, like Kitchen Nightmares, something like that? Because, like I said before at the very beginning of this broadcast, is that I like it due to the fact that I get to see people be a dick, and it's totally allowed. It's like it's sort of like Gordon is, rather than having the right to kill, he has the right to be a dick. You know? Yeah, you are an unpaid promoter, but I love you. They are. I mean, like, what do you have, like a favorite episode in House of Thrones, or a favorite clip of yours that you've seen? Because a few of them are in there. What is it? Misty, hello. Gordon Ramsay equals love. Watching people get shit on is great to watch. I completely agree. I don't know why it is, because I lack culinary abilities. I could not run a restaurant, and these people are not only running a restaurant, they're running a restaurant that got Gordon Ramsay's attention, at least, even if out of how bad they are. Yeah, everybody welcome. Misty, you're getting lots of love in the chat. Bar Rescue. Yeah, Bar Rescue sounds like it's on the same lines. I don't personally watch Bar Rescue, but I'm sure I'll get around to it because I, for some reason, have a thing with this. It's the same thing that I had when I first started watching stuff on True TV a while ago, before I realized it was all bullshit. Because at least with the Kitchen Nightmares, the situation that restaurant finds themselves in, like if they're in debt, if they're losing money, if the food's bad, whatever, that's real. It's just their emotions or these things where it's like, Gordon talked to James, and James couldn't handle it. So when James left the dinner service, Gordon was forced to step in. You know, all of that shit, that's bullshit. But the fact that he fixes it when he fixes up their restaurant and makes it look fancy, I've actually eaten at a couple of the places that he's insulted. Because I didn't know he insulted them. And I was wondering why they were so happy that they had, Gordon Ramsay came in one time and they have a picture of him like that with the owner, and you realize that they were just getting their lunch eaten, no pun intended, by fucking Gordon Ramsay. Alec, you like Bar Rescue? You never told me that. You're my best friend and you never told me? Yeah, well, Impractical Jokers is different. I will say this. I know that some of that stuff is sort of set up, but it's set up in a way to where other people are encouraged to come over. Because, for example, if someone's doing a practical joke on someone and you see other people falling for it, or you see other people getting lured over to these people, then it gives you an incentive to go over, because it piques your curiosity. You're going, oh, well, somebody enjoys this, so I'm going to go over and see what happens. My favorite thing that they do on Impractical Jokers is when they yell Larry in a giant crowd of people, and they do it to get to the front of lines. They go, Larry! Larry! And then they just get up to the front of the line and they stop, and everyone goes, hey, fuck that guy! That's my favorite kind of shit. I don't know why. I used to watch, though, Operation Repo on True TV. And for some reason, it just had this appeal to me because there's this guy named like Matt Butcher on there, and he had like this handlebar mustache, and it was so staged in sometimes because he came up and it's like, I gotta tow this car, man. And it's like a woman in Taekwondo shit with a black belt on. And he goes, listen, man, you gotta let me take this car. I don't want to have to hurt you. And it's like, why would he even say that to a woman in the first place? And the woman goes, and she like just kicks him in the chest and like kicks his ass and like twists his arm, and then he calls the cops. He's like, this Asian lady was kicking the shit out of me. It's like, what the fuck? Oh man, that's awesome. Hotel Hell. I've never seen Hotel Hell. Phil, the fucking issues guy, in the motherfucking chat. You're the man. All right. Phil, everybody. I love Phil. It's because of Phil that I am here having these technical difficulties. If you want to see something interesting on Phil's channel, I'm sure a lot of you are already subscribed to Phil's channel. Phil and I actually did a Back to the Future review. That's pretty good. We're almost to 1,000 views on it, so help get it up there. Also subscribe to his channel on his road to 10,000 subscribers. He definitely deserves it. And besides, you'll see me on some of that show. So by liking that channel, you're indirectly helping me, because I've been on like 4 or 5 of those things, and I call into a lot of them. So if you listen intently, you'll hear me through a lot of those episodes. Same concept, Hotel Hell. Let me see. I'm just trying to read your comment, man. Same concept as Kitchen Nightmares, but on a hotel scale. Okay. Thanks, Keo. Keo's the man. He leaves the nicest comments. He helped a doggy hotel once, and Gordon brought his bulldog. Really? Hey, you. Get your damn hands off her. Operation Refo. Fuck. I saw McFly and I started to say that. Oh, wait. I fucking know exactly what you're talking about. I saw Hotel Hell. I saw one when they were in Colorado, talking about this fucking cabin. And Gordon's like, you need to fix your marriage. Communicate with one another. He's like, this hotel is a beautiful hotel, but the fact that your marriage is suffering, I want you to have joy again. And you're like, okay. But, and they're like, man, ever thinks, they do like a talking head, it cuts to some dude just going, at first I thought Gordon was full of it, But then after he came here, for some weird reason, my wife and I had sex for the first time in 35 years, ever since our kids left the house. Bye, Alec. Everybody say bye, Alec. Say bye to him. The guy was offering weed. Saw, dude. Dylan. What's going on, man? Yeah, bye, Scythe, or Alec, whichever you want to call him. But thank you all. Stay here with me. We're going to be keep talking about this for a little bit. So as long as we have no technical problems, we're going to be having a fun discussion here. We haven't even gotten into Pokemon Go, and we will be talking about that later on. And I will want some audience participation on that. So keep it going. But that's interesting, though. I didn't realize, I guess I didn't put it together that Hotel Hell was connected, but that makes a lot of sense. Pokemon, wait a second, let's read the chat here. Where did he go? Pokemon Go is life. I chop things with my hand on my channel, says the chopper guy. What is your highest CP Pokemon? I have nothing to do, so I'm glad you're live. Agree, analysis. Yep, I could easily be confused with Kitchen Nightmares. 1500 CP? Now, what does CP stand for? Something points, obviously. Like HP is health points, but what's CP? Like caring points? How sensitive your Pokemon is? I wish I could find combat power. Combat points. 447 Jolteon. Oh, I love Jolteon. There was a picture, I think, of a Jolteon next to a Corgi, and they kind of look the same. I used to really wish... How many of you used to really wish that Pokemon would be real? Like, you would see it in Pokemon someday. Like, you would just run into, like, a Pikachu in the wild. And there would be no music, but you would still have to catch it. And everybody had Pokeballs that were this big, and when you touched them, they got really big, and then you threw them at things. That's interesting. To hatch eggs? Well, wait. What was the Pokemon that looked like Toad, but it was just an egg? It was just an egg walking around, like Eggme or something like that. I'm curious as to what it was. I'm sure some of you know, because as this Pokemon stuff has been coming back up, it's kind of lit a light in me to learn some of this stuff again. Let's see. I wanted to run into Dwayne Johnson like that, but never a Pokemon. I got 1,533 Vaporeon and 1,431 Clefable. Eggs are cute. Togepi! That's right, fucking Togepi. I loved Togepi. Because he would do like crazy shit, wouldn't he? Like he was like, I'm the smallest Pokemon. But then all of a sudden something would happen and it would be forced. He would like randomly let out like the most powerful attack ever. But he couldn't control it because he was like a baby. But what was the evolved form of Togepi? Or was that the highest he got? I thought there was an evolved form of Togepi where he still wore like an egg, but it was like a crown or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm making that up. But Togepi was cute. It was not Togekiss. It was Drop Toga. That's what it was. Drop Toga. Drop Trowel. The evolved form of Togepi. Any Snorlax fans watching right now? He gets wings. Little bitty wings. He can hover. He's like a quail. Togepi's kind of like a little quail. Little hatchling. Execute. are egg Pokemon. Snorlax rules. Yes, it does. So, Phil, do you play Pokemon Go? Are you like obsessive like that too? Where you're also doing that? I'm like caught between my favorite Pokemon. That's a good question. Well, it's an interesting one, I guess. Just kidding, Amy. I don't know. I used to like Butterfree for some reason, and then obviously everybody had a thing for Pikachu because everybody wanted one. But ooh, sorry, people are messaging me. Yeah, what people tell me in the comments, and I will read in the chat what your favorite Pokemon is. But I want you to tell me why, and it can't just be like just cause. I want to hear an actual reason. Is there a story behind why you like that certain Pokemon? Do you always like water types? Do you like fire types? And if so, why? Dylan says, I'm trying to evolve my Eevee into a Vaporeon. Haunter, Jigglypuff. See, what is the deal with Jigglypuff? So many people like Jigglypuff. I don't like Jigglypuff. At least not as much as you guys do. I think they're hard to catch, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was really hard to catch Jigglypuff. Ghost Pokemon, they were funny as hell on the show. Yeah, they were. My Scythe, I guess, in the chat, or my buddy Alec was saying that in, like, I guess Korean or Japanese culture, they don't have a real good understanding of other cultures, so they'll also be kind of offensive in their depictions. So, like, there's one that's like, Alakazam has got like the spoons and shit like that, but there's one before Alakazam becomes Alakazam, and he's got like a big, like, ogle-line nose, and I guess he thought he kind of looked Jewish. Jigglypuff is the best objectively. He has a feel-good name, Jigglypuff. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard because it was my first shiny Pokemon. Smash Brothers is why Jiggly's is so popular. Now, that's a better reason. See, that's a better reason. You guys have to tell me the reason why you like it so much. Because you can't just say Jigglypuff because it looks cute. I want to know an actual reason. Charizard was the purple dragon-like guy. Misty, I don't understand your question. Pikachu is adorable, but do you remember in the show, guys, when Ash tried giving Pikachu the Thunderstone, but he just wouldn't take? Jigglypuff was the best in the show, would unwittingly put people to sleep and then draw shit on their face. She understood the pass out with shoes on rule. Pass out with shoes on? So I guess that rule means that you just write on people's fucking face while they're asleep? I never heard that, but that's an interesting theory. I really want to see... I might have a Pokedex. Episode. Yeah, I think I have it on VHS too, man. I remember that was like a really sad scene. I am Indian. We ride on people when they sleep. When people pass out drunk with their shoes on, it's free reign to draw on their face. First to pass out gets drawn on. That there is a mistake. But guys, I think I have a Pokedex somewhere in my closet. You want me to see if I can find it? Who here wants to see if I can find a Pokedex? Because it might just be in there. I might have to shuffle around for a sec. But I want people to tell me to look because I don't want to leave some dead air and shit and not have done it for nothing. like I was telling people earlier, guys, bring people that you know who would enjoy this discussion. If you got friends who like Pokemon Go, seriously, bring them into this discussion because this is interesting. We'll get back to the Kitchen Nightmare shit later because I kind of like where this is going. Exactly, the paint guy's toes. I think I have a polka dot in my closet. Me, I hate my new phone's chat feature. Do it. I think I still have my old 90s Pokedex. That's the one I'm talking about. Analysis of Thrones. I will look. Keep it going. You guys type in the chat, and I'll read what you say when I get back. I'm just over here, though. I'm just over here. All right? Check. Don't be looking at my ass. All right? Oh, man. There's so much shit in this closet. There's too much shit in here. I ain't shitting around, people. Let's see what you guys have said so far, huh? Do it. My kids have mine. They're obsessed with Pokemon. I laughed when you said Polkadot. I had to get a new phone to play Pokemon Go. Amy, did they start with the new Pokemon games? Yeah, Amy. Ow. Drama. Quit being the best dog ever. I'm trying to find it, you guys. Oh, let's see. Back to the chat for a sec. Oh, wow. You guys are going nuts. Amy's kids played it on the DS, and we watched the anime every day. They're only 4 and 3, though. I only really love the original 151. I always wonder if people what? Let me see. Let me move this thing. If people who start with the new games think 151 are best. Narnia, David. A 3-year-old likes Legend of Zelda better. It's her favorite. Now we're on 117. Oh, Jesus. That's way too many. 151's where it's at, because that you can catch all of those. You can catch 151. Keep it going, people. Keep it going. Nope, Drama, stay right there. Drama, you're the host of the show, so you stay. Stay, buddy. I'm looking, people. There it is. Coming back, you guys. Don't leave. Well, I don't know if it's in here. You guys, I don't know if it's in here. Okay. Let's read this. MK was the only game I ever truly mastered. 715. Dear Lord, how do you catch them? Yeah, nerd moms do it well. Nothing beats Pokemon, red, blue, and yellow. Zelda is so visually stimulating. My kids have 557 Pokemon in my Pokedex. Wow. They must have no lives. And shame. Shame. I saved the original cards. Are they relevant today? Maybe. I still have some of those gold plates that they gave you at the premieres. Brother, My brother, we've got to win this war. What are we fighting for? You gotta love one another. I can't remember this song, but I'll try to sing along. Yeah, suck on that, millennials. Let's see what other shit I got here. I ain't shitting around. Yes. The very first game I owned, right there. I used to shit in my pants when I played this. This is like a treasure trove. What? Oh, that fell off. Yeah, see, I found a whole bunch of these. Pokemon was the reason I got all this shit, man. I could be like, yeah, blue and yellow. I meant the games. I didn't mean like I was saying the colors. This is in case if I was a girl when I was born. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. I just wanted 2 of them. So those are the 2 options. Having 2 blue ones, that would get confusing. Anyone else love the mini games from Pokemon Stadium N64? Fucking course I do. God, I remember Pokemon Stadium. Man, I remember having a fucking childhood. I remember this. The back of this thing was broken. Ugh. Fire Emblem is so good, and Amy, I love Animal Crossing. I must have missed something. Sorry. It's my live stream. Is it in here? Ruby? I didn't know I had a Ruby version. Is that still in there? I don't see shit in this box. Did someone just give me the Ruby box? They didn't give me the game. They just gave me the instructions in case if I wanted to feel like shit and be left out. Here's a Lord of the Rings game. Wolverine. Revenge. Fuck yeah. Woo. Got some Super Mario games. I'm a big fan of Mario, you guys. I always was. I love Nintendo too. As we all should. You know what I used to wear? You know what I used to wear around? I used to wear this. Can you guess what's inside this? I wonder. Surely it couldn't be more games. Let's see. Let's see. I'm a Nintendo girl, but Sega was by far. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega. Sega! Do I like the movie? We had a Sega Genesis with Sonic and Earthworm Jim. I, not you. Check that out. Spider-Man 2. Let's see here. Yeah, check this out, guys. This will be a throwback for you. Right? Not only that, check out how badass I am. You fucking know it. You fucking know it. Look at that. D. Grayson. David Grayson. DG. Just because we all want to hear that nostalgic sound. Man, they used to just do it so right. I fucking miss being a kid, man. Look at this. I found this, you guys. Hey, with my live chat going on right now, Phil, I challenge you, dude. I challenge you and a third party. I don't believe in this two-party system. I believe we should have a third party. They still do it right? Well, maybe I just missed the boat, you guys. Maybe I'm going to revert back. Phil's a fan of everything. You know why? Because I call Phil Guy Smiley because he smiles so much. And he's infectious. But not because of that thing that we talked about, Phil. I won't talk about that. I have Skype. I totally have Skype. I'm excited, you guys. Phil and I are going to be doing more Back to the Future reviews. I think we're going to be doing 2 and 3 combined. That should be interesting. That's the thing about Nintendo stuff. It still works. I still use my 64, and my SNES still worked until I moved and lost it. Oh, SNES. SNES. My SNES. We should be in a chat. No, it's true. Phil and I are very similar in that regard. We can be extremely positive, but it can also turn. Like, nobody wants to be there when the laughter stops. Guys, I found my Nintendo 64. And that was a really good day. I didn't play it. I was just happy I found it. You know, the other day, I actually tried playing Smash Brothers on my buddy Alec, who was in the chat earlier, on his PlayStation, and I didn't know any of the fucking things, because if you're used to the GameCube version, or if you're used to the Nintendo 64 version, controllers are not the same. I mean, you think that they might be, but it used to be so easy to play. You know, you'd hit A and it would double jump and all that shit, but with PlayStation, it's like, hit square and right trigger to do a side kick. Hi, Biohazy Bay. What is going on, people? Sup? Yeah, right? Well, the only reason it was like even on PlayStation, good, Bio. The only reason it was on PlayStation is because he was able to get an app that allowed you to burn old games onto a PlayStation. And that's what he had set up. So we tried playing it for a bit, but he gave me... you subscribe? Aw, thank you. You're sweet. You're pretty. I don't know how it did, but basically he could burn it, and it gave you the option somehow with the way that it burned. It was like, yeah, you can just figure out the controllers yourself. And he gave me a shitty controller too. He gave me his brother Kyle's controller, and none of us like to use it because it's like the right trigger thing is fucked up. And so it's like I try to jump, and then somebody hits me with one of those wands, like the star wand, like Peach's star wand, and I go flying off the fucking screen. It goes, I'm like, dude, I only had like 38% damage. How the fuck did you already kill me? And I couldn't recover from things. I would just keep falling. Do I have a PS3? I do not. I haven't really played video games unless it's at other people's houses, because my dog... Yep. He bit... Yeah. Seriously, Phil, fuck Kyle and his controller. And Kyle, if you're watching this, bet you didn't think you'd get mentioned. But Drama actually bit my Xbox controller, my Xbox 360 one when he was a puppy. Like, I walked in and it was like a bad movie scene. He just had it in his mouth, and I go, "Don't do it." And he went like that, and he goes, bloop, and just fell in 2 pieces. Well, I guess 3 pieces because he had the piece in his mouth and it fell. I played Kirby during my short period of playing in tournaments and stuff. Oh, Dylan, you're leaving? Dylan, you better come back, dude. This is going to be going for a bit. So come back in like an hour or something. We'll still probably be going. So, do you really? See, I'm not kidding, man. I play Mario, and I'm fucking good. If I played it N64 for like a day and I got like my skill back up, I'd challenge you guys. I was pretty fucking good at it for a while. Like, I don't think I'm competitive. I think you'd probably beat me, but I might get one in there. You know, you slip up or you do something stupid, and I just capitalize on your mistake. Okay, Dylan. We'll see you, dude. We'll be here. Tell us what you catch. Dylan, I want you to catch 1 Rattata and a Pidgeot while you're out there. I was just rewatching Show Me Your Moves documentary last night. Love it. Jigglypuff doesn't slip up, David. Smash 64 is so hard for me. I feel you, Amy. But I love it. I always go with Mario, one, because I kind of look like Mario or Luigi. And I'm Italian, so you got to represent. And I disagree. I think Jigglypuff slips up a lot. Don't make me come over there. Let's see. I'm trying to think. We were talking about this earlier. I don't know if people even really answered the question. If you like, what is your favorite? No, I already asked that. But who was the most difficult gym leader you guys ever faced with Pokemon Go? Where am I from? I'm from Oklahoma. I'm currently in Oklahoma right now. I won't be for that much longer. I'll probably be moving back out to Los Angeles soon because I'm an actor and a filmmaker, and at least an aspiring actor and filmmaker. And you got to go where the work is because it ain't here. Must seem so slow to you, Amy. Phil. Like I said, people, if you got people who are interested in Pokemon Go, send them the link to this live stream. I want them involved. I want to hear their opinions. I want to know where they are. Otherwise, I'm going to get upset. Man, I'm like popular on Facebook right now. You're from Europe? Where in Europe? The Hazy Bay area? Get it? Because we have a Bay Area here. David, did you ask the toughest Pokemon gym leader or Pokemon Go gym leader? Answer both. I'm kind of curious because, you know, some people had difficulties with their Pokemon because of the Pokemon that they had. Now, if you had a very difficult time with a gym leader, which one was it and why was it difficult? Was it because your Pokemon were fire and the Lance was more water-based and they got you a couple of times, or what was the reason? Did you go there and you didn't have high enough levels on all of your Pokemon, so you kept dying? Tell me what it was. Melee is awesome, though. In Germany, that's really cool. You know, Guten Tag. Biohazy Bay. I suck at Pokemon Go because I don't have time to play. Well, you know what, Amy? That's okay. Because if you don't have time to play, then you're not part of the problem. Because people, the fact that Auschwitz, concentration camp for you millennials, had to tell you to stop catching Pokemon in Auschwitz or at the Anne Frank house is retarded. So don't do that anymore, you fucking faggot. Let me see. What does this say? What did Phil say? When I was little, Misty was tough just because my main guy was a Charmander at that point. Yeah, I feel you there. I suck. I guess he said I suck at battling, or I'm too weak. I've got my ass kicked every gym I go to. Well, I guess you must be evolving as you go. Gyms are so annoying right now because I always get the 1 HP blitch. Well, I guess you meant Glenn. Sorry. You got me to read the fuck up. I'm Ron Burgundy. You know. Yeah, that happened to me one time. That happened the one time to me I was able to get one down. Yeah, I don't know. I used to have difficulty fighting psychic Pokemon because mine would be very easily affected. I forgot who the psychic one was. It was a Giovanni. The ice gem with the puzzle floors can go fuck itself. Oh, guys. You know, Dylan, you're back. Dylan, did you catch, like I said, a Rattata and a Pidgeot? Or did you not? And if you didn't, what the fuck were you doing, Dylan? I want to know. I want to know. Can you stay here forever? Phil, that was a... Phil, tell me what movie that song was from. Hold me in your arms, let me feel your beating heart. We can always be together. Ah! If you can tell me what that's from, Phil, I'll kiss you on the mouth. All right. I got 3 Magikarps, and that is it. What the fuck were you doing? Did you walk into a pond? We guess. Let me see. Phil, I'm waiting for your response. Boy, oh boy. Are you just selling? Guys, Alex Jones here. The government is trying to get you to play Pokemon, and they're going to put Pokemon out in the ocean to get you to walk out there. They're trying to kill you with Pokemon. It's true. I know. I have a daughter. And I know for a fact that she's doing it right now. You know, they're infiltrating your mind, and the government knows you're addicted to Pokemon, and it's going to try to kill you. I know this. What's 500 yards away? That's okay. A lot of people don't understand me. Hold on. I'm going to look up how to say something in German. German. No, wait. English to German. Google. I speak English and Greek. That's cool. You're like a Greek god then. Okay. I'm going to say, I love you, Hasey. And I love Pokemon. Let's see. Ich liebet dich, Hassi, und ich liebet Pokemon. Did I say it okay? Ich liebe diese Hassi, und ich liebe Pokemon. Danke, Hassi. Ja, das ist gut. Das cute. Das very cute. Ich liebe die Hassi und ich liebe Pokemon. Yeah, it says I love you, Hassie, and I love Pokemon. Jagut. If you write that stuff, it's kind of fun for me to do the German accent, so I don't mind doing it. As long as it appeals to other people. If Dylan, if you want to write something that's phonetic in Greek, I'll see if I can say it. Don't make me say something crazy, but say something like, I love to play Pokemon in Greek, if you know how to do that. I don't know how high your Greek knowledge is, because I took Latin for a couple of years, but that was mostly just to help with my deriving of other languages. Did you really? Willkommen to Walking David. Ja, das gut, das gut. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Willkommen to Walking David. That became so jumbled, I tripped over my words. Let's try this again. Guten Tag. Willkommen to the Walking David. Das gut, das cute, das Pokemon. Das. The stream is growing, people. We got more people watching now than we did at any point in this. It's not a ton, but we're going to grow, okay? And there's going to be more of these. The more I do, the more people we will get. I'm going to learn Arabic at school so I can speak to the people when I ingratiate them in the Marine Corps. That's pretty cool. Das ist nicht normal. What did I just say? Oh, das ist nicht normal. Oh no, Sir Ulrich. Don't go. Rammstein. All right, awesome stream, David. Looking forward to watching the rest of it later. Yes. Analysis of Thrones, everybody. Give him a little bit of love. He made it awesome. Thank you for participating. Always love to have you guys. So it means IGR. What do you mean? Get intel. Interesting. But I'm trying to think of some more Pokemon questions. If you guys have... Oh. You're beautiful. Are you leaving, Dylan? Or are you just saying bye to Sir Ulrich? Or Analysis of Thrones? But let's think, you guys. If you have a question that you want to ask me about Pokemon to engage the conversation more, that's absolutely fine. Go for it. I don't know how much I'll know. I might know less than you guys, but I think I can participate. I usually can. I always have something to say. Besides, it's my live stream. I'll say what I want. Guys, be sure, if you like this stream so far, to like and rate, subscribe to The Walking David, please. Thank you kindly. The more subscribers I have, the more likes I get. It only encourages me to do more of these, and I really do like talking to you guys. This is a blast. I love being able to read your comments in the chat. I'm so glad I figured this out. And thank you to Phil for helping me figure it out. Oh, I just misread what you said, Dylan. My bad. My eyes. Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny? Well, probably Nurse, because I like to be teased. So, yesterday, for someone who doesn't know English, you must use Google Translate well. Yesterday, I was playing Pokemon, and I saw a Pikachu, and I tried to catch it, but it disappeared. Now, let me ask you something. This might be a pretty good hypothesis. If you stand around somebody who just starts playing Pokemon, right? They say that if you walk around, you should be able to find a Pikachu when you're first starting the game, when you have to choose between like a Charizard or for the other one, Bulbasaur, whatever it is. But if you go over to someone who's new while they're looking at Pikachu, maybe you can steal a Pikachu from somebody. Let me know if that works, if you guys have even tried it. This game came at a perfect conjuncture in time to take minds off the negativity in the world and to bring people of all ages together. I kind of just filled in what you said because I couldn't read all of it. My father was a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps. Cool. Not the response I was expecting. Well, I don't know what you were hoping for, but I don't know. It's a tough question. You know why? Because it looked the fucking same. Hey, I found an Incredible Hulk video game in my crotch. Guess when I had that bag on my lap, it fell out. I don't like to talk about it. America's very cool. Misty, I agree. Oh. See, Misty, you got a perfect name for this Pokemon shit coming around. You asked for a topic. When someone finds a Pokemon and it's near you, you both find the Pokemon. I lived in Hollywood for a year, and America, fuck yes. Misty Blue. But I did live in Hollywood for a year. I lived there from August of 2014 to August 2015, and I came back to Oklahoma because I ran out of money. And it's impossible to save money out there when you're spending $1,500 to $2,000 a month just to exist. Especially with a dog, I had to pay not just for me, but for drama. And it adds up. But I've saved up a decent amount of money, and I'll be heading back out there soon. I just need to save up a couple more grand. But yes, Hollywood is very interesting. Yep, out of money. Not completely, but I came back before I was homeless, just before. Yep, cost a lot. For what I was paying for a studio apartment out there, I could rent a house in Oklahoma, an entire house, and like a 3-bedroom house. It's pretty nuts. I lived in Korea for a year with my dad when he was stationed there. Right, Keo? I think you're responding to my comment. I'm stated. What's going on, dude? Caught a falcon yesterday. The sigil of House Aaron. It's the most rarest of birds. I want to donate you, but the problem is that you use money and I use euros. I think, well, what you could do, if you really want to do that, absolutely go ahead. If you go on Patreon, I actually do have a Patreon now. So if you go on Patreon and you type in The Walking David, you guys could actually, patron me some money to help make my videos better, or even to buy something specific that you guys wanted me to have to see. Like if you wanted me to go buy a bunch of Pokemon cards, you could donate $2 and I can go buy some Pokemon cards. What is this picture? Oh yeah, you mad with the little finger? I'm stated. He caught a falcon. The sigil of House Aaron. Rarest of birds. Yeah, I don't really care to talk about that in this chat. I'm going to keep it light. But yeah, so like I was saying, Patreon, The Walking David, if you want to do that. If you are using euros, I'm pretty sure you could, if you really wanted to, go to some sort of money conversion store. I think they have them. Like in Europe, they should have a store where you can go to like a bank and convert it into American dollars. I'm broke. I bought my house FOP shirt. That's Friends of Phil for you all who are uninitiated, with my extra monies. Shaking my head, Dylan. Glad you made it back. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate even the thought. If you're really interested in doing that and you don't want to do Patreon, or if that's too complicated, just send me a message on my Facebook, or not my Facebook, my YouTube channel. I think you can send me a message or put it on my discussion board, and I'll send you something privately, because I don't want to just be giving out my address and stuff like that if you're going to send it to me. But yeah, I love. I was tempted to play Pokemon Go, but the thing is, I'm one of these people that if something's extremely popular, not because I'm trying to go against the grain or anything, but I really try to avoid things that are like right in the thick of it. Because as you've noticed, like there's already people that getting stabbed and shit like that for their phones for Pokemon Go, and that's the difference, people. You got to be able to discern your augmented reality from reality. So don't affect people's actual reality because you're so keen on catching Pokemon. I had 3 people walk into me, like a group of people walk into me and, you know, drop their phones and shit like that at a library that I was having a film production meeting at, because a herd of people just were looking for like a fucking, not Gyarados, that was in New York, but it was something like a Starmie or something like that. And they're like, I heard about people walking up to police stations and going like, "There's a gym in here. Hey, there's a gym in here." And you know what's even worse is that I know that a couple of cops go, "Yeah, there is a gym in here." And it's like, fuck you. Get back to being a cop. Quit playing fucking Pokemon Go. Hey, how come the cops didn't show up to your crime scene? Well, he was catching a Magikarp. Well, fucking A. What do we pay you for? Amy, you were going to stalk me? Yeah, like I said, don't let it affect people's reality that much. The guy who fell off the cliff. Then again, I mean, people are stupid naturally. Like there was a guy who was just trying to take a jumping picture at Machu Picchu. My buddy Alec, who was in the chat, was telling me earlier that some dude was taking a picture of Machu Picchu. He jumped up in the air. He missed his landing spot and fell down this huge fucking cliff, like 50 feet or something like that, and died. And it took the paramedic people like 12 hours to get up there because it takes forever to climb Machu Picchu. And it's too narrow to bring certain vehicles up there. The people in my group are super nice. We look out for other players, and a lot of us bring our kids. See, now that's nice. One thing I will like about it is the fact that it's getting kids who have gotten so accustomed to being on YouTube all the time and watching live streams like this to get out there and be active and interact with people and not be afraid to interact with people. Because, you know, when you're afraid to interact with people, it really is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you treat people like you should be afraid of them, then they're going to start acting to fill that stereotype. It's like you can't keep accusing somebody of being a thief, because if you keep accusing them, they're going to go, well, people think I'm a fucking thief anyway. I might as well be a thief. Yeah, because being accused in today's world is equally as bad in most cases as being the actual crime, or being, you know, convicted of the actual crime. 15 miles. See, that's good. I like the exercise part. I don't mind. All I mind is if you're walking into the middle of the street. Oh, night, Keo. Hate to see you go, dude. But thank you for joining the chat. I really appreciate it. Always do. Love hearing from you. There'll be more stuff, Keo. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Keo. Oh man, we're losing you too. Well, enjoy your burger and fries and ice cream and beer. And however many more emojis are there. How many more? Oh, that's right. Bye in German. Das goodbye. We have a group of 20 plus getting together to walk around and take gyms and train. I got a phone fucking ringing. Fuck it, I ain't gonna run all the way over there to get it. Annoying. At the bar I was at Saturday night for my birthday, you got a free shot for getting a lure at their poke shop. You know what I saw that was really cool is I have a friend named Kelly, and she actually set up like a cooler outside, and it said like for poke trainers passing by. And I thought that was really cool. It even had a chair, like a leather-bound chair, like just kind of sitting there so you could just like sit outside and relax while you were catching your Pokemon. I was like, that's pretty cool. That was sweet of her to do. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, we got to up this viewership right now. We lost a lot of people. Let's invite some people in. So I know that Timo is probably, I think she's at the beach or something like that. Post it wherever you think they might, maybe in the Discord, because I'm actually in the Discord that Phil the Issues guys set up. So if you guys know people in there who might be enjoy the stream, then go ahead and tell them about it and bring them in, because it'll be going for a little bit longer. So please let them know. The more viewers, the better. It always helps with the discussion, you know. Let me see here. Sorry, phone break for 2 seconds. There we go. We're getting back up there. Getting back up there. If people are at work, send them the link anyway to this. Send it to Kit. Let's see. People who are friends of Phil in the FOP group. Send it to the Soiled Knight. It's me, KLC, Sam, Joe Dirty Locks, the Bloody Talker. All those guys. It's all good, buddy. All right. It's a video game. What bar, Amy? That's cute. It's a video game bar in Milwaukee that has 4 screens for 4 different systems, a projector for Wii, and you can borrow tabletop games and play stuff. I had 2 Harley Quinns and a BB-8 and a Hadouken. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Here, I'm going to see if there's a list of questions I'll actually be able to ask you guys about this Pokemon stuff, because Pokemon. Here we go. Okay, this is actually kind of interesting. This is Pokemon trivia. Are you guys up for some Pokemon trivia? Sure you are. Well, that's actually not nearly as interesting. Thank you, Amy. You're so sweet. Amy is so sweet. She always is. She's Amy. Of course. What else would she be? I don't know much either. Like I said, I'm not really in the loop as far as the Pokemon Go stuff. I'm not really sure how it all works. I know that it's based around landmarks, and that's okay up to a point. But seriously, people, be safe. Don't go walking into the street. That's not cool. Trying to catch a Pokemon on the move. I don't know. If you're in your app, do different Pokemon come out based on if it's nighttime, or does that not matter? And do different Pokemon come out based on the fact that it's like raining? So like if it's raining, right, would more Weedle kind of come out because they're kind of like worms, and worms come out when it rains? And therefore the next day after it rains, would like bird Pokemon come out because they try to get Weedles and stuff like that? It is pretty fun to watch other people play it, but if you ever see somebody who's just kind of walking around like a zombie, like with their phone in front of them, I know that night makes different Pokemon. See, I would imagine at night more of the psychic type or ghost Pokemon would be out, and maybe more magical, in nature. Geographic location is most of it, from my understanding. Yeah, see, and that's interesting. Like if you went up to Colorado, to Aspen, Colorado, or Snowdance, then would you see like ice Pokemon or like Dragonair or something like that? The freaks come out at night. The freaks. The freaks. Interesting. If you were to be classified as a Pokemon, what would you be? Not what Pokemon is your favorite. What would you be? If you were turned into a Pokemon, what would you like to be, or what would you be? We have a Dratini by our lighthouse on the lake. So does nobody capture it? Because if you capture it, does it just go away? See, that would be cool. If you had to get out there and actually capture it so other people couldn't capture it, that would be interesting. But the fact that if they don't disappear as people capture them, then that's not cool. Because then that's not really a contest, is it? Drama's having a puppy dream. I can hear him back there. You guys can't, but I can. Guy's so adorable. I just want to kiss on him. I want to pick him up like a baby, kiss his face. See, I don't like that. I think they should fix that. I don't want it to where multiple people can catch him, because I think, yeah, well, I'm saying like that takes a little bit away from it. It's like if in the show, oh, there's a Weedle, and you captured it, and then some guy came back 5 minutes later and goes, there's a Weedle. It's like, then you could just stand in certain places and just be like, I own only Gyarados because I stay here around Gyarados all the time. And then everybody around you can be the exact same way. It really doesn't incentivize people to go out there and chase if they can just go to some place near their house where they found like a Mew or something like that, and then capture it, because anybody can capture it. A dream catcher? What are you talking about? Talking about this? This right here? It's a chair. Or are you talking about this? What is that? That thing? Misty, are you talking about that? This little white thing hanging there? I don't have a dream catcher. I know that for sure. Yeah, he is dreaming. Drama be dreaming. Drama be dreaming all day. Hold on, guys. I gotta give Drama a kiss, okay? He deserves it. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, who do I love, huh? Who do I love? I love you. I love you. I love you, Drama. I love you. You're a good dog. Yeah, they didn't really explain anything before the release. Yeah, that's fine. Fair enough. Man, I'm like getting tired. I'm like waning a bit. Sugar crashing. I'll need to grab a drink here in a sec. Well, to briefly jump off of Pokemon Go, for those who were interested earlier more in the Kitchen Nightmares aspect of this stream, I wanted to jump back to that. So now that we're done catching them all, we're going to jump back to Kitchen Nightmares for a second, okay? Amy's Baking Company. They're by far their most popular episode. They even did a return visit, and it did sort of a Kitchen Nightmares 60 minutes version of it. And Amy and her husband are just these lunatics, this crazy cat lady with this Italian gangster of a husband. It's like, I thought they were fake, man. I really thought, I was like, man, this got to be staged. There's no way that these two are a couple. It doesn't make any sense. But when you saw how fucking nuts they were, I was like, these two are perfect for each other. She's like, God brought him to me, and he used to be a player in Vegas, and he used to like fuck prostitutes all the time. But then when I told him, I was like, I'm not that kind of woman, so you can't treat me like that. And so he was like, okay. I'm like, man, I wonder how many years he just cheated on her openly. Just as like, look, I'm not done having fucking fun. You know, you can't compete with what I have. Because who would honestly go from being like a player, a millionaire, a big high roller in Vegas to fucking Amy's Baking Company? Fuck off. What a terrible choice. Drama, you're the man, bud. I love you. I love you. I love how one of his ears is always down, the other one's always up. It's one of the things that drew me to him when he was a puppy. He was the cutest puppy ever. You guys want to see a picture of Drama when he was a pup? He was such a cute pup. So cute. When I adopted him, this is how small he was. Oh, let me tilt it this way. There you go. That's how tiny he was. Oh, man. He's so cute. So precious. There's another couple of pictures I had of him where he's like a puppy and he has his mouth open and everything. He was so... I mean, he might be one of the cutest dogs ever. This is me in Drama when he was, I don't know, he might have been like 2 months old or something at this point. There we go. It's me sleeping and him cuddling up next to me. He used to cuddle. I miss it. Look at this happy face. How can you resist a dog that has that happy of a face? You're beautiful, bud. Hold on, let's see if I can give you a kiss. There you go. So, the people who worked for Amy's Baking Company, I agree, Amy. I think that must have been horrible. Like, who would put up with that shit? With that crazy husband, I would have just clocked that dude on the jaw if he ever talked to me like that. If a store owner ever came up to me and goes, fuck you, get the fuck out of my store, and he was like causing a big scene and embarrassing me because he's calling me out for something that is what? Asking for my food within an hour and a half of me showing up at your shitty little restaurant. And I don't know, man. I mean, just also Amy's bug eyes. She's just like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. Why do you think I'm crazy? And she just has these like massive fucking eyes. And she was just like one of those women who just would go into a tizzy anytime anybody said anything to her that wasn't the thought in her head. And if she was already thinking it, she's like, I already know that. I already know that. Stop talking about it. You're really upsetting me right now. I'm going to leave right now. I'm shutting this whole restaurant down. This restaurant would be nothing without me. And, how they said that they went through, like, the owner, the husband, even said that they went through, like, 100 people in, like, a year. Isn't that nuts? That means, like, every other day they're firing somebody. So... But I would say this, I bet it would be pretty cool to work there after the show, considering, like, they would be trying not to piss people off so much, and also you'd get to say, like, I worked at that crazy place after I saw it on Kitchen Nightmares. Pretty nuts. For everybody who's watching, if you've made it this far, I love you. Please like, subscribe, rate this video, subscribe to The Walking David right there below. If you like my dog, Johnny Drama, right here, he loves you. He does. Drama. See, look at that. Look at how cute he did that. It did become a tourist attraction, at least in that part of the town. I think it was in New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, like somewhere in Albuquerque. At least that's what it looked like to me, like the layout of it. But, people went there just to try and piss her husband off. I would too, honestly. I'm tempted to go there just to get a shitty pizza and just be like, you guys are a couple of dicks. I saw you on Kitchen Nightmares and I did not care for your restaurant. You guys, you guys are assholes. Like, how early would you have to get there to get your pizza on time? That's what I'm curious. And do they have delivery? Does somebody, if you're watching this, tell me in the comments section below if Amy's Baking Company has delivery. Because if they do, I want them to deliver me a pizza here. And I want to try it. I want them to mail me a pizza. And I will do it. If you guys donate, if you donate to my Patreon, I'm not even kidding. If I raise something like $500, I would drive out there just to go to Amy's Baking Company and film while I was out there. I'd bring a couple of friends to help me film it, and I would just document it again and claim that I was a reporter and do it all. I have a couple of friends who are really good at making fake badges and stuff like that. We could pull it off. Just go in there and document, be like, what's going on? Yeah, we just work for this local KRX5 news, or whatever. It's a shout out to my buddy Michael, if he ever ends up watching it. Man, this has been a fun stream, you guys. I honestly enjoyed it. Besides that 5-minute hiccup, I liked the discussion. I liked where it was. And I'm going to see if I can find that Pokedex. Let's see. Amy's Baking Company. I want to just pull that episode up because I want to hear some of this woman's crazy shit. Amy's. If you just type in Amy's Baking Company pops up. That's how fucking crazy popular this was. Or infamous.
Chef Ramsay heads to Arizona and visits one of the cleanest restaurants in Kitchen Nightmares history. Is this a joke? But soon after meeting the husband and wife team, Sammy and Amy, he uncovers a number of problems.
You all think that you can come in here and say these things.
Oh my God. Sammy, who runs the front of the house, is completely disorganized. I cannot work. I can't. Amy runs the kitchen, but refuses to listen to anyone. These are store-bought crap frozen ravioli.
They're not crap, and they're delicious.
Oh.
God. They're not crap. They're delicious, and I know that you're here to help fix my fucking restaurant, but you're wrong, Gordon Ramsay. I know that you have 3,000 restaurants to your name or whatever, but my one restaurant is better. He's like, oh my God. You're in denial, Sammy. Amy is out of her fucking mind.
It's not surprising that there is such a high turnover of staff.
Katie, I quit.
And at this restaurant, the customer is never right. Get ready to witness a colossal uphill battle. As as Chef Ramsay faces off against two defiant owners. Pizza is undercooked.
That's not true.
This may be the one restaurant.
I don't even know why we came back here. I'm going home.
Now you're going home? That Chef Ramsay has no choice but to walk away.
I am finished. All my stuff is going back where it belongs, and that's it.
Who is that? You're serving rotten food.
Possibly killed him.
Then wake up! You wake up! Shut the place down!
Oh man, good shit. Yeah, but Sammy and Amy, I couldn't remember the guy's name, but now that I do, yeah, the Sammy guy's out of control. You know, threatening people. Amy's like losing her shit just because a woman who is working for her just goes, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "You're fired. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so tired of your bullshit." And like, you know, she's like, "We retaliated. We retaliated against these online haters, the haters and the players, and the haters and the players. They need to just piss off because you can't fuck with us. You don't know what we're talking about." It's like she's trying to act all street, and it just isn't working. And it's so fucking bizarre. Just watching her and her husband, their weird ass lives unfold. It's disaster porn, basically. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand it, but it is one of the most entertaining episodes. And they even stretched it out over the course of like, yeah, the haters. I agree, Amy. Like, what the fuck? Calling them the haters. It's like, man, if you ever treated me like that, dude, I'd bust a window on my way out. And good luck fucking finding me. I don't live in Arizona. You know, I just drive across the border. They wouldn't be able to do shit. Gordon, he looked like he was about to slap the shit out of her. Like, a couple of times. Like, he's just like, Jesus, you're an idiot. Like, he just couldn't stand her. Oh, let's skip forward in this episode. You can hold on, let me see what Amy said. How he didn't punch both of them. I would have lost my shit. I was losing my shit while watching it. I go, there's no fucking way someone is saying this shit to Gordon like that. Like, what kind of balls must you have to be able to spout out that bullshit? Let me see.
To attack us and say horrible things that are not true.
Here we go.
He arrives looking to find out why Amy's baking company needs his help. Enough desserts.
Hey, chef.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Nice to see you. First name is?
Sammy.
Sammy.
I'm the owner.
You're
Thank
the
you.
owner?
Yes.
Wow. Well, look at that. Come on.
My wife, Amy, yeah.
Can I meet this lady?
Yes, now.
Please?
Yeah. Amy.
He comes in so
Rotterdam,
excited,
he want to meet you. He want to know who is the chef or who that all those beautiful.
Come
Here is
round,
my wife,
please.
Amy.
Come round, my darling.
So nice to meet you.
Give him a hug.
Did you make them?
Yes, I did.
Incredible.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good to
you.
see you. I mean, they're extraordinary.
Thank you. That's very nice. It means a lot coming from you.
So at first, you know, when we see Gordon arrive, I mean, he's just kind of blown away. He's like, wow, this stuff all looks great. I don't know what the problem is. So far, so good. The restaurant looks good. The desserts look great. It's called Amy's Baking Company. Surely it's going to be good.
Store-bought?
No.
The restaurant is beautiful.
Thank you. And I want you to see my kitchen after or before if
Right.
you want, and then you tell me about our kitchen also.
Right. Show me the kitchen.
Okay.
Please.
It's my domain.
We
Okay.
got me excited. Sorry.
Of course.
Come
Thank
through
you.
here. Okay.
Please.
Remember
Oh my
when
God. Okay.
Sammy
Yes,
says,
yes.
I'm the
I am-
gangster, you're not the
Hold on,
gangster.
stop. Holy crap. You got lucky.
I'm the lucky one. He is my soulmate, and we're in this business together.
Fine,
And we
fine.
stand strong together. We have to because there's a lot of online bullies and haters and bloggers. We stand up to them, and I think we're the only ones that ever have as restaurant owners. And they come and they try to attack us and say horrible things that are not true.
Gordon's face throughout this entire episode is like he's taken aback by all of it. He's like, oh, what? Bio, you're back. I'm glad you're back. I missed you. But Gordon, he's just blown away by the audacity of someone just going like, we had to stand up to all these online bloggers and haters. And he's just like, what? The fact that you even said that is just like, what? Let's skip through this.
You trained in the industry?
No, not at
No?
all. I'm
So
a
you're
developer. I build custom houses. But when
Fucking
the crisis
mad.
started, I say, I still have money. What you want me to do with it? She begged me. She said, my dream, it was to open a restaurant.
I just, throughout my life, had a passion and a God-given talent for it. And this is all I want to do.
Oh, and I think somebody was saying that Amy actually doesn't bake Amy's baking company's pastries. Like the part that Gordon likes, the dessert. And it's also weird that, to me, it was weird that Gordon sat down and was talking to them and was eating a piece of cake the entire time. And it's like, you know, why would you even do that? It's like, this guy is all about like cleansing your palate and the way things are organized in a restaurant and how the appetizers are served in relation to the entrees and the dessert afterwards. But he's eating it out of order, and I thought that was a little strange. Listen to Nikon Armain Deganas. All right, not yet. So Gordon orders like fucking a shit ton of stuff off the menu and just one by one tears it apart. Here we go. He's messing with a fucking burger, I think, right now.
Mushrooms, marinated, garlic aioli, white truffle oil, and crispy bacon bits, and a soggy bun that's just full of grease. Come on. I have a lot of nerve calling this a blue ribbon burger.
Man, it looks disgusting too. It sounds gross. It's like, you want a burger with garlic aioli and bacon on it and like truffle glaze. So it sounds like, it's like if you took a Krispy Kreme donut, you put bacon on it, then you put garlic sauce on it, then you put a undercooked or overcooked burger bun in it. I know Spanish. I have a Spanish minor, so I can understand it pretty well. And except if they sing it incredibly fast or they speak incredibly fast. But if you give me the time, si tú hablas lentamente, then I can be right there with you. But so anyways, Gordon starts delving into the food.
Well, medium rare is not.
It's just like dripping in grease. And sorry, I'm listening to these movers and construction guys. Drama hears it too. He's listening over there. But it's just dripping in grease, and it looks disgusting, and it is disgusting to watch him eat it. And he takes one bite like he usually does and goes, ugh, terrible. I don't like it. This waitress, by the way, is like the best waitress he's ever had. Like, she's very honest. She gets his order right every time, and she doesn't get fired like the other one does.
Okay, so I'll take this back.
Really disappointing. I am starving.
I got it. Thank you. This is for him? Yes, red pepper ravioli.
Eat ravioli now.
Thank you.
Red pepper ravioli. There you go.
How's the salmon burger doing?
I'll go check on that.
Thank you.
He wants to know how long on the salmon burger? It's on its way. Okay. You don't need to keep reminding us. We know, okay? I was just saying. I know.
God, she's such a cunt. I can't stand it. She comes back and she's like, hey, he told me to ask you how the salmon burger's doing. And she's like, I don't need you fucking reminding me that he's asking me questions. And it's like, look, she's doing what she's getting paid to do. That's what you want a waitress to do. If someone has a complaint, you want someone to tell you. You know, the fact that you can't handle it isn't her fault. She's just doing her fucking job. Pay her more, and maybe she won't be, bothering you with shit. Or pay somebody else to just deal with your problems.
You don't need to come tell us. We know that it needs to go out.
Oh my god. It smells weird. Oh, here's my salmon burger. Wow. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Oh god. Sweet, spicy. It has been one of the most confused ravioli dishes I've ever seen and tasted in my entire life.
The fact that he doesn't like ravioli is kind of surprising, because for cooks, that's a pretty easy dish. I mean, it doesn't take that much effort. Pasta's always easier to cook. It's really just a matter of getting the cooking right, and depending on what you put inside your raviolis, that can make a big difference. But these people managed to ruin ravioli, not by what was in it, but by what they put on it. And that's kind of shocking because you have complete control sometimes, or most of the time, as to what you put on top of your ravioli. And I guess they put sweet and spicy. Not sweet and sour, and not spicy and salty. They combined the two, and it just made this gross-looking plate of sop. That just was gross.
Burger was soggy as anything. Blue cheese, marinated. Okay. But let's go through the steak. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He also hears, oh, this is another fucked up thing that I can't stand, because I've worked in the service industry. I'm sure a lot of you who are viewing this have also, which is where, you know, Sammy, the store owner, keeps the tips from the servers, which is completely fucked up. And he's like, look, if I do most of the work, and the fact that they don't do the work, it pisses me off, and I don't like that they don't do it, you know. And it's like, you know, you've got to be shitting me, dude. You wonder why they're not doing all the work? Maybe because you're taking all the fucking tip money. And even if they are doing all the work, you're stealing their fucking income. I mean, because you've spent too much on this fucking restaurant, you don't have enough customers, so you're forced to keep the tips. At least you feel like you're forced to keep the tips, but you're not legally allowed to do that. You have to tip out people. You have to. And he goes, no, we don't. We pay them $9 or $10 an hour. We don't have to do that. It's like, no, that's part of their job. It's included in their job. You don't hire them if you intend on not giving them their tips. And that's really fucked up. Because I worked as a busser at a restaurant, and I remember the other bussers who had been there a lot longer tried fucking me out of my tips. And so one day they gave me all the money, and I fucked them out of their tips. And then they stopped doing it because they saw how quickly shit can get out of hand if you do that. So if it ever happens to you like that, understand that you are within your legal right to just demand that money. Anyways, he's like, oh, I pay them a lot of money. They don't need it. Oh, well, yeah, he says that, and he's like, I do all the work anyway. No, you fucking don't. All you do is bitch at people, and you talk to them and annoy them and tell them to get the fuck out of your store. And you're telling these people to leave. They're trying to leave a tip for the waitress, and then you're stealing it from the waitress. I mean, you're just pissing everybody off, left and right. So Gordon, like the next day, feasibly, comes in and is sort of talking to Amy. He's going, let me talk to you about the dinner service and the food. Because he comes to realize that Sammy is not conveying the message that Gordon has been telling him or the waitress, because everybody's afraid of Amy flipping shit. And so he comes in and he goes, I'm going to tell her directly. And here he goes.
How does the line work? Who does what?
Christine does mostly the salads, and I do the pizzas. I have people tell me it's the best pizza that they've ever had in their life.
My pizza today was undercooked, so it was raw, and I said, will you take that back? He said, I can't talk to in service. Why is that? You're husband and wife? Yeah. Yeah, it's not as if you're sort of manager and assistant manager. So why can't you go and tell your wife, sweetheart, pizza, wake up, it's undercooked.
I don't think your pizza was.
Yeah, she has an excuse for fucking everything. Your pizza's undercooked. I'm Gordon Ramsay. I know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not Gordon Ramsay. I'm going to go play Pokemon Go with my friend right now. Okay. Well, tell your friend to watch the stream, please. Because if you like it, I bet your friend will like it too. And Bio, please, if you stop by, like this video. Like I said, subscribe. I love all the new subscribers. I know, Bio, I know you said that you subscribed earlier, so I really appreciate that. Love a new subscriber. As many as I can get. You all matter to me, and everybody knows that if you comment on my videos and you leave a thumbs up or anything like that, I will comment back. I love replying to you guys. I love it. So thank you very much. I hope you come back.
Undercooked. I checked it when I took it out of the oven, just like I do every other pizza. And to me, it was crispy on the bottom. When I cut it, it was crunchy. Okay. So to me, it wasn't wrong.
So that's your version because you didn't see it come back. However, the bun for the beef burger was soggy as anything. Blue cheese, marinated mushrooms, crispy bacon bits, white truffle oil. Who comes up with those ideas?
I did.
Because there's certain things that don't go together, and that's four of them.
Chef Ramsay is standing there riding my ass about white truffle oil and garlic aioli. Oh my God.
her take on everything is fucking skewed. This guy's just like, yeah, you don't mix certain things. You don't mix really rich truffle oil with garlic aioli, which is meant to be more salty in nature and more tangy, and added some zest to it. You don't do that. You know what I mean? You don't put Louisiana hot sauce on a fucking Hershey bar and eat it. That's fucking stupid. All right. I'm going to tell my friend I have pressed like and subscribed. You're the best. Thank you so much, Bio. Danke. See you.
He's never heard of any flavor profile in the world as disgusting. Problem with that hamburger.
96 them to stop you from eating crab.
Oh, I love this about Gordon. He asked them about these I forget the gnocchi, I think is what he was asking, and he was just like, that or oysters. I forget what is it. Oh no, that's right. The ravioli. He 86s, which if you don't watch this show a lot, 86, he just cuts it. He stops serving it. And he goes, is everybody okay with the fact that I'm going to stop serving the ravioli because it's frozen? They don't make it here like it says homemade on the menu. I don't want you guys eating crap and paying for garbage. And he embarrasses the fuck out of them. And I love it because they need it. Every single time. Whoa, my light's going on and off over here. One sec. Every single time that Gordon, I kind of lost my train of thought, but every single time that Gordon kind of puts them in their place, they just lose their mind. I mean, but I love it. That's why you gotta love this show, and that's why you watch it, is because Gordon will just eat these people's fucking lunch.
Too much respect for your customers. Now, will you tell your wife, or shall I?
Oops, sorry.
At a snail's pace, and it doesn't appear to be worth the wait.
You can take this back too. You didn't like it? Okay.
When food's not eaten, do they tell you?
No, every single time a customer doesn't lick their plate, the waitress doesn't come to tell me that.
Amy, no one's licking that.
Just ignore.
Jesus. He's complaining because people have sent back entire fucking plates of their food. Like, they've taken 2 bites out of it because it's so undercooked, or it's so bad, or it's bland, or whatever. And it's just so awful that they're just not even bothering to eat it. And when he tells her, like, look, people are sending all the food back, she's like, fucking just ignore Gordon Ramsay, okay? He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just one guy. Who fucking cares? It's like, I'd care. If I made a ham sandwich wrong and Gordon Ramsay came in and goes, you're fucking ruining it. You can't. You're fucking stupid. You're in denial. It's raw. You're eating a raw sandwich. I'd be like, you're fucking right. I hate my life, Gordon.
Yeah, we're close. We're closing the kitchen.
Listen to that. 2 people
I
complain.
think, Katie, you can go. For sure. I'm talking to you, Katie. Okay? Katie, listen to me when I'm speaking to you. Do not walk away from me. You don't work here anymore, okay? Don't start crying. You want to be behaving like this. Oh, my God. Since I'm talking, I wasn't doing anything.
See, that's fucking retarded. Like, if a woman ever talked to me like that, like, just after a fucking dinner service, like this thin veneer this entire time that she, was pissed off at me, and then she just, fired me in front of everybody like that, didn't even pull me to the side, didn't give me a warning. She just was like, get the fuck out of here, It's like, I'd be gone, man. I'd be like, you know what? Good fucking riddance, and I'd spit on your fucking door as I walked out. That's the thing about this Amy's Baking Company thing, is you feel for the people who are the customers, and you feel for people who are the workers, and you just don't give a shit about Amy and Sammy, because who cares? I mean, they're out of their fucking minds anyway.
After one of the most difficult
So
sorry, when your husband told me that the raviolis were fresh,
this is towards the end.
and the raviolis were disgusting.
he's just kind of talking to them. He's like, look, I tried talking to you guys. You're not listening to me. You know, that's what I'm here for, and you're not listening to me? Like, who the fuck are you, dude? Seriously? I'm Gordon Ramsay.
I'm not fresh. And if you're going to try and continue to pull wool over customers' eyes by sending them fake, fresh-made raviolis, they need to know.
I never say that
sends my alarm bells going.
Speaking it.
Now, you may want to sit there and argue, but you're not prepared to understand that I'm here to show you what's right, and you can't take that.
I can. I'm ready for that. I have no problems with the food.
I told you about the burger. You refused to listen.
I did not. I
Every
asked
time
you
I tell
what
you
was
something-
wrong with it.
God, she's got these crazy eyes that you just want to slap her. She has a slappable face. She is like the female Ted Cruz in that regard. She's just got a face you want to punch, you know? And Sammy is slapping everybody around in this restaurant, pushing customers and yelling at Gordon. But when it comes to this woman, even he backs off. Because he's like, this lady's crazy. She'll eat my hand if it comes towards her face. You know, and she'll make my pizza raw.
You come back with an excuse.
I kept asking you what's wrong, and you couldn't give me
I told you, the bun for the beef burger was soggy as anything.
I have never had a problem with that hamburger, ever. You said the salmon burger was dry, but it was wet. Is it dry or is it wet? Which one is it?
One
I'm
at a
so
time.
confused.
No, you're confused. I'm not confused when we're talking about food.
That's what I love. That's so true. He's like, listen, no. I'm not confused. You're the one who's confused. I'm Gordon fucking Ramsay. You're on my show right now. I'm here to fix your restaurant. Not fix my restaurant, fix your restaurant. And I love how he says that. He just goes, you know, I'm not confused. You're confused. I'm not confused when we're talking about food. Yeah. Good stuff. So basically, she's just, you know, swallowing this, you know, like a horse dick. Just can't get it down, you know?
Has to say.
Excuse me. I need water. Yesterday I didn't even eat or drink, and I have to drink water.
This is a typical thing that you see with like a crazy person, is that they'll leave and they'll try to make it sound like they're leaving for a decent reason, but it's just retarded. Like, she gets up in the middle of him yelling at her and goes, I need water right now. I'm fucking out of here. I need to go get some goddamn water. And like, I can't even fucking handle it. I can't even get water anymore. Ugh. Fuck her.
Are you gonna attack me for wanting to drink some water too? My God, I don't even know why we came back here. I'm going home.
Now you're going home?
This is such nobody is listening to me. They're gonna go by Jessica. This, oh my God, unbelievable. These people are incredible. You did disrupt us last night. How could I focus when you're
What about
on my
my lunch?
food? When you're standing here
What about
talking
when
to
you
my
cooked
husband?
for me?
What about when I cooked for you?
Who disrupted you then?
Everybody. What are you talking about?
Blaming everybody again.
I do my best so our business doesn't close because we can't find qualified people. You go get Miranda and that little Katie and Jessica, bring them here and let me see how they work. Will you do that? Of course.
No.
Oh.
You can really see Gordon like seething, and even if this is somewhat staged and it's well lit and that they already said that he's going to walk out, he legitimately is upset. And I think you can see that like throughout the entire time. You can just tell that he's just kind of pissed off. Like the whole time he's like, Jesus, these people just make me uncomfortable. And you know, you can't fix that. You can fix the food all you want, but you can't fix stupid. Ron White.
Do you know what? They're scared of you.
They're
and
scared
they're
of me.
embarrassed. But unfortunately, you convince yourself in your little Amy's world that everything you cook, touch, send, perfect.
I do not. What? Am I arguing?
Garlic aioli goes well with white truffle.
Well, let me show you some. Can I show you reviews? Hundreds of reviews that are excellent that you didn't write that are from real customers. No, good reviews. Real customers that have supported us for 6 years.
Oh no, not the bullies on the internet again. He thinks she's fucking dumb. I love it. And I also love towards the end of these episodes, I'll explain something that I like that he does when he kind of dismounts off of an episode.
You're attacking my business and my life. This is all I do is live this life every day. You're not telling me the problems. You are saying I'm delusional, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Can we talk about what we came here to speak about, please?
Yeah, let them finish. I want them to
You told me to be honest
I am always
about
honest.
the problems that you've had, that you cannot talk to your wife, and the issues that she can't take criticism
She
before
knows that.
I met
That's
her.
fine. I have no problem saying that.
That's fine. I think you're too far gone.
Okay.
I think you're too far gone. It's coming. That's a lot coming from Gordon Ramsay, man. That's like your psychiatrist just going, "You're fucked." You know, I don't know what to do. I think you're kind of just too stupid to even talk to. Man, this is crazy. Look at her eyes. Just look at this woman's fucking face while she's talking to him. Does she not look like she's out of her goddamn mind? She does to me. Seriously. Let's see him Let's see Gordon land this plane in style.
Let's end the show. You think I'm too far gone? There's no hope. Yalla, yalla. It's Christmas. Let's go home.
What the fuck was that? She goes, yalla, yalla. Like she's out of her goddamn mind. She can't even go yada yada or blah blah blah. She goes yalla yalla like she's fucking like she got possessed by the devil. Listen, if you think I'm crazy, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
I can't help people that can't help themselves and cannot ever take 1 ounce of criticism. And if you're not willing to change, I'm not going to butt heads, argue, scream, whatever you want to say.
I don't know.
But this is not normal. And it's not normal for a restaurant to go through that many staff. It's not normal for a kitchen that small to have 65 items on the menu. And it's not normal for the level of animosity that you've built inside this restaurant and outside. You have the right to run the business the way you want to run your business. I have the right to do the right thing. And the right thing for me is to get out of it. Good luck.
Burn. Oh, you just got fucking burnt, mate. I don't know why people invite him to their restaurants when half the time they don't even listen to him. I see why he says, "You're in denial," all the time. Of course. Why do people insist? If Gordon Ramsay came into my restaurant and he said anything, I would be listening. Even if I hated it. Even if I knew he was going to be a dick. Because one thing that you can't deny is that he'll allow you to be a dick as long as you're a dick who is listening. As long as you're trying to make changes. But go, dude, you're fucking hurting my feelings. I get it. I'm going to change this stuff. I want to change this restaurant because I want to be successful. And he'll go, good. Good. I want you to be successful. I want your restaurant to thrive. But you're cooking like shit, mate. You're in denial, and this is raw. All of the things he says. I need a Gordon Ramsay soundboard. And you know, he ends up leaving. He thought about going back, but they knew that they wouldn't allow him back. But these people, I got to give it to them. I mean, maybe they're just marketing geniuses. Because they ended up making like T-shirts and making a ton of money off of the fact that they were on that show, and they did all these parodies and spoofs and had interviews and shit with them, and it's crazy, man. And one thing I like about Gordon is that at the very end of it, he kind of steps over and he completely breaks the fourth wall now, and he just comes over. He goes, "This is the first time in Kitchen Nightmares that I've ever had to leave a kitchen. They just weren't ready to listen. And they can run their restaurant however they want. But not with me. I'm out." And then he just leaves. And yeah, he is. He plays this asshole. But just like, I feel like someone like me, like I come off like a real dick sometimes. But honestly, I'm just trying to help. Watching the British versus the American Nightmares, he's almost nicer to the Brits. Of course he is, because the Brits, they get why he's there. And he's not there to fix their fucking lives. He's not there to fix your marriage. He's not there to have you spend more time with your kids and feel better. He's there to fix your fucking restaurant. Okay? Because the Brits, they get it. They just want to make the money, just like Gordon does. Gordon might not like some of his restaurants, but they all make money. That's why he has so many. And they're more willing to listen because they're more polite. They'll at least let you get your piece out, and then they'll eviscerate you after you're done talking. But they at least let you talk and will listen to your points so that they can one by one, point by point, tear your ass up. It's just the British way. And that's why I think it's better. And Gordon also, in a couple of his British ones, or when he's just in Europe and stuff, he's like, this man is about to make me my own dish. He's been passing it off as his own for years, and now I'm going to confront him. And he confronts the dude and he goes, you're making my shit, mate. And you're making my shit like shit. I don't appreciate that. You need to stop making that. Because you are not Gordon Ramsay. And Gordon Ramsay would never put his name on a pile of shit like that. And I'm like, ooh, hit you right in the dick. He just went right for it with all the teeth. But yeah, it's a great show. It seriously is. I don't know why, but it is. Even though it does kind of qualify as reality bullshit TV, trash TV, it's very good, and I encourage people to watch it. I think you'll all get a big kick out of it. Oh man, I think this has been going for almost 2.5 hours. So honestly, unless if you guys in the live chat have anything else to say, I think I'll probably be wrapping it up. Because after all this food talk, I need to go get some food. And there's not a Ramsay restaurant around here, but I'm going to try my damnedest to make some good food for myself. Perhaps some chicken with a side of beans. Or chicken and apple slices. Seem polite and asshole at the same time. And if you use a British accent, yeah, it works. I'm not trying to piss you off, but you're cooking like shit, mate. Nobody in their right fucking mind would eat that. You know, that was one thing that Manda solved. Gabriel, what is going on? You joined late, buddy. You doing all right? I was about to leave, Gabriel, to get some food. But if you're gonna stay, I'll stay. All states. That's all states stand. Listen here, Amy. You've got to listen to me. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for your baking. Your pizza is shit. I could make venison stew better than you can make pizza. Sansa could make better pizza than you. How was that? Maybe that's something I'll do. I'll do a Jon Snow. I'll dub over Gordon Ramsay as Jon Snow with a Kitchen Nightmares clip. And I'll post that on my YouTube channel. I'll just do people's voices. I'll dub them over and do exactly what they said, but just in Jon Snow's voice, in like Davos and Littlefinger. Actually might be kind of fun. I might try that. If I try it and it's good, I might release it. Yes. Yes, Drew, I do. I'm definitely crazy. My cooking's great, Drew. You don't know. You don't know. You don't. You don't. You. I'm like just reading the chat now. At this point, crazy is a good thing. No worries. Well, thank you, Drew. Drew, I love you. Just a reminder for people one more time. You want to see that? The thing I was talking about where I dub over it? I'll be down to do that. At least give it a try. Why not? Fucking Sansa. Sansa's Baking Company. Sansa. No, I love you more, Drew. Quit trying to compete with my love. I kind of want to bring Drama over here, but I think he'll fight me if I do it. I don't think he wants to. He's pretty tired. Fuck that phone call. Quit calling this house. No, I don't want to buy your magazine. And no, I don't want to donate money to that politician. Who is it? Ugh. Telemarketers give me headaches. But, yeah. It's been a good stream, you guys. It honestly has. Drew, I really wish you could have caught more of it, man. But please, like I was telling people several times throughout this stream, if you haven't already, thumbs up this video. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. All of the views and the likes and the comments, they help me. And they push me to make more of these videos for you guys. I know he is resting, but he's always resting. He's been resting for 2.5 hours. So maybe just to say goodbye to you guys before I end the broadcast, I'll do that, okay? I kind of wish I had Phil's sign out music right now. Grab your sword and shield. You can tell that it's real. Or however it goes. Give us some Baltimore mayor. Are you talking about the Littlefinger thing? Doesn't he play like a mayor in The Wire? Yeah. Fair enough, Drew. I would always caution you not to call me the Baltimore mayor. That's not the same show. But I don't mind. If you want to see more impressions of Littlefinger, subscribe to my channel, The Walking David. I make videos quite often. I put them out on the regular. I send them out in ravens. When people watch my channel, I become amused. It becomes a great boon for me to make more. So check them out. I love you, Drew. I love you. Cheers, bud. That is rough on the throat. Every time I make a Littlefinger video, it's like hell on earth. Not really, but it is difficult just because it's hard to keep it consistent. You know, the more I do it, the better it gets. I feel the more I use it in like everyday conversation. You know, get the practice, get the reps in. Need the reps. Need the reps. Chill, man. I don't have to chill. You chill, Drew. Drew? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I'm glad you caught it at the last second here. But I really do need to sign this off because I am starving. I have not eaten since like 9:30 this morning, so I'm pretty hungry. Uh, Especially like I said, talking about all this food and talking about all this shitty food kind of makes me crave some shitty food. So um, I want to thank you all for joining me today for this live stream. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe below to The Walking David. I do a lot of impression videos. I'll do Game of Thrones reviews when it comes out next season. I did a couple that people seem to really enjoy. I do Walking Dead reviews. I've done season 1, and I'm halfway through season 2, I believe, or at least a third of the way through season 2, because I'm having to go back and rewatch them all. But once we start getting into the 3rd season of The Walking Dead, those are going to be coming out more regularly, and I have a lot of stuff to say about that. I might even just do a couple of videos like live streams and talk about them and do reviews that way to kind of condense it, because it would be easier for me that way. So I don't have to make so many videos, because that's like 80-something videos I'd have to make. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this afternoon, and have a great time, everyone. Now, let's go get Drama for a second. Drama, stay right there. You are adorable. Now, come here. Come here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hey, baby. Hey, big baby. Hey, big baby. Hey, big baby. Shush. Hey, shush. Drama and I love you guys. We really do. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Stay right there. Stay right there. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.